Hello, and welcome to Knock Boom Creek. Here we discuss all things paranormal, extraterrestrial, and cryptid. On this episode, find out why it's not always a good idea to pick up hitchhikers, and no, it's not because they could be serial killers, although that in itself should probably be enough of a reason. I know it is for me, but I digress. On to today's story. The road stretches out, a ribbon of asphalt under a moonless sky. Headlights cut through the darkness, revealing an endless highway. A figure appears in the distance, thumb outstretched, seeking a ride. This is the realm of the Vanishing Hitchhiker, a spectral entity forever tied to the open road. These ghostly figures, often young women, flag down unsuspecting drivers, only to vanish from the vehicle a short time later, leaving behind a chill and a mystery. The open road embodies freedom and adventure, but also carries an element of risk. The stories of vanishing hitchhikers remind us that the road can be as unforgiving as it is liberating. These tales are not merely modern inventions, their roots run deep in ancient folklore and superstition. They serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the dangers that can lurk on the road, both real and imagined. The most enduring vanishing hitchhiker stories are often rooted in specific details, a particular location, a recurring description of the phantom passenger, or a tragic backstory. One such story is that of Resurrection Mary, a spectral hitchhiker said to haunt Archer Avenue in Justice, Illinois. Eyewitness accounts describe Mary as a beautiful young woman in a white party dress, who vanishes from the car a short distance later, leaving behind a palpable chill. Long before the roar of engines, travelers told tales of eerie encounters on desolate paths. These ancient narratives laid the foundation for the modern-day fascination with vanishing hitchhikers. Stories of phantom hitchhikers, particularly those involving beautiful women on lonely roads, bear a striking resemblance to these ancient tales. The advent of the automobile brought a new era of travel and a fresh set of anxieties. Early accounts of vanishing hitchhikers began to surface in the 1920s and 1930s, coinciding with the growing popularity of automobiles. These stories often involved young women disappearing from vehicles, leaving behind only a sense of dread. One of the earliest documented cases occurred in 1925 in New Jersey, where a young woman vanished from a locked car without a trace. As the legend of the vanishing hitchhiker gained traction, it evolved and adapted to local folklore. The open road became a breeding ground for urban legends, each bend potentially hiding a supernatural encounter. These tales served as cautionary warnings, reminding us that some journeys lead to destinations far more terrifying than we could ever imagine. Chicago, a city of shadows and whispers where secrets linger like ghosts. On the outskirts, we find Archer Avenue, home to Resurrection Mary, the most notorious vanishing hitchhiker in American folklore. Mary, a young woman full of life, met her end on this road in a tragic car accident. Now her spirit roams Archer Avenue, seeking solace or perhaps a final dance with destiny. Drivers report seeing a young woman in a white dress who vanishes near the Resurrection Cemetery, leaving behind a lingering chill. Encounters with Resurrection Mary vary, but the stories of those who have given her a ride truly send shivers down the spine. One account from the 1970s tells of a young man named Jerry who picked up a hitchhiker on Archer Avenue. As they approached the Resurrection Cemetery, Mary asked Jerry to stop the car. When he turned to say goodbye, she had vanished. Numerous accounts describe similar experiences, with Mary requesting to be let out near the cemetery, only to vanish into thin air. While Resurrection Mary's story is linked to Archer Avenue, her spectral presence extends beyond the cemetery gates. Sightings have been reported in nearby bars and dance halls, suggesting her restless spirit is not bound to a single location. These sightings add another layer of intrigue to the legend, suggesting that her story transcends physical boundaries. Resurrection. Mary's story has become a cultural phenomenon, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and even a feature film. Her continued presence speaks to a universal desire to connect with the other side and find meaning in loss. As the sun sets on Archer Avenue, one can't help but wonder if Mary is out there still searching, a spectral hitchhiker forever bound to the road. Whispers from around the world. Resurrection. Mary may be one of the most well-known vanishing hitchhikers, but her story is far from unique. All over the world, from the bustling motorways of Japan to the desolate outback roads of Australia, tales circulate of spectral passengers who vanish into thin air, leaving behind a chill in the air and a knot of dread in the stomach. These stories, though separated by geography and culture, share a common thread, a universal fear of the unknown and a fascination with the boundary between our world and the next. These are just a few examples of the countless vanishing hitchhiker stories that exist around the globe. Each tale is unique, shaped by local customs and beliefs, yet they all tap into a shared human experience, a primal fear of the unknown and a fascination with the possibility of life after death. These stories, whispered around campfires and shared in hushed tones, remind us that some roads lead to destinations beyond our understanding, and that some encounters leave an indelible mark on the soul. One particularly eerie tale originates from the rainy streets of Nagasaki, Japan. Here, amidst the bustling city life and neon lights, whispers travel of a young girl in a yellow raincoat who haunts a stretch of road near a local park. She appears on rainy nights, a small figure huddled beneath a bright yellow umbrella, her face obscured by the shadows of the downpour. Drivers who stop to offer her a ride are often overcome with a sense of pity and concern. She seems so small, so vulnerable, standing alone in the relentless rain. But those who open their car doors to the girl soon find themselves facing a terrifying truth. She is not what she seems. As they turn back to offer words of comfort, they find the back seat empty. The girl in the yellow raincoat has vanished, leaving behind only the damp scent of rain and a lingering sense of dread. Some say she is the ghost of a child who died in a tragic accident near the park, her spirit forever searching for her lost parents on stormy nights. Others believe she is a malevolent entity, a yokai drawn to the sorrow and loneliness of those who travel the road at night. Whatever the truth, the legend of the girl in the yellow raincoat serves as a chilling reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and even the most innocent-looking figures can harbor dark secrets. The battlefields of Europe, scarred by centuries of conflict, are ripe with ghost stories. Among the most haunting is the tale of the vanishing soldier, a phantom hitchhiker said to haunt the roads near old military bases. These spectral soldiers, often dressed in tattered uniforms, appear to be seeking passage. Drivers, compelled by a sense of duty or curiosity, often pull over to offer these ghostly figures a ride. Inside the vehicle, the soldier sits silently, his gaze distant. Then, as quickly as he appeared, the soldier vanishes, leaving behind a chill in the air. Some believe these phantom hitchhikers are the restless spirits of soldiers who died in battle. The vanishing soldier serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of war and the enduring power of memory. Section 4, A Tapestry of Terror. The stories of vanishing hitchhikers, like patches on a well-worn quilt, form a tapestry of terror that stretches across cultures and continents. Each tale, woven from threads of fear, folklore, and the unknown, offers a glimpse into the darker side of human experience, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and the open road becomes a conduit to the other side. These stories, passed down through generations, serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the dangers lurking in the shadows and the importance of trusting our instincts. They tap into our primal fears, the unease we feel when confronted with the unknown, the unsettling possibility that we are not alone in the darkness. But beyond their ability to frighten and unsettle, these stories also offer a glimpse into the human need for connection, for meaning, for something beyond the mundane. The Vanishing Hitchhiker, a figure both tragic and mysterious, embodies our fascination with the afterlife, the enduring hope that even in death there is a journey to be taken, a story yet to be told. As we continue to travel the roads, both literal and metaphorical, we carry these stories with us, their chilling details imprinted on our minds. The next time you find yourself on a lonely stretch of highway, the headlights illuminating the darkness ahead, remember the tales of those who vanished without a trace, for they serve as a reminder that some journeys lead to destinations beyond our comprehension, and some encounters leave an echo that resonates long after the encounter has faded into memory. Section 1. The enduring appeal of the unknown. Why do these stories persist, even in our modern age of GPS navigation and instant communication? The open road, once a symbol of limitless possibility, now feels increasingly mapped and monitored. Yet, the allure of the vanishing hitchhiker remains. Their stories tap into a primal fear, a sense of unease that lingers on the edges of our carefully constructed realities. Perhaps it is the very act of traveling, of venturing beyond the familiar, that makes us vulnerable to such tales. The open road, for all its beauty and freedom, can also be a lonely and isolating place. In the confines of a car, surrounded by darkness, it's easy for the mind to wander, to conjure up images both wondrous and terrifying. Our fascination with vanishing hitchhikers also speaks to a deeper human need, a desire to believe in something beyond the tangible world. In an age of reason and scientific explanation, these stories offer a glimpse into the unexplainable, a reminder that some mysteries may never be fully understood. They offer a sense of wonder, a chilling possibility that our carefully constructed realities might be nothing more than a thin veil, easily pierced by forces we cannot comprehend. The vanishing hitchhiker, a spectre caught between worlds, becomes a symbol of this uncertainty, a haunting reminder that there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in our philosophies. Section 2, Reflections in the Rearview Mirror. The stories of vanishing hitchhikers, though often unsettling, also serve as a poignant reminder of our own mortality. They remind us that life is fleeting, that our time on this earth is precious and finite. The act of picking up a hitchhiker, of inviting a stranger into our lives, even for a brief moment, is an act of trust and vulnerability. These stories, in their own macabre way, encourage us to reflect on our own journeys, the paths we choose, and the connections we make along the way. They ask us to consider what we would leave behind, what stories would be told about us should we vanish one day without a trace. The enduring mystery of the vanishing hitchhiker lies not in finding definitive answers, but in grappling with the questions these stories raise. Are they merely figments of our imagination, cautionary tales spun to keep us safe on the road, or do they offer a glimpse into a realm beyond our understanding, a world where the dead walk among us seeking solace, revenge, or perhaps just a moment of connection? As we drive into the sunset, the road stretching out before us like an unfurling ribbon of possibility, we are left to ponder these mysteries. The stories linger in our minds like ghostly passengers accompanying us on our journeys, reminding us that some questions have no easy answers and some encounters leave an imprint on the soul long after the journey has ended. Section 1. The road goes ever on. The tales of vanishing hitchhikers, woven into the fabric of our collective unconscious, continue to fascinate and frighten us. They are modern myths, cautionary tales whispered in hushed tones, reminding us of the mysteries that lurk just beyond the reach of our headlights. Whether we choose to believe in their spectral origins or dismiss them as figments of our imaginations, these stories retain their power to unsettle, to make us question the nature of reality and the fragility of our own perceptions. Perhaps the open road, with its limitless possibilities and inherent uncertainties, will always be fertile ground for such tales. As long as there are lonely highways stretching into the darkness, as long as we seek adventure and meaning in the unknown, the legend of the vanishing hitchhiker will continue to haunt our journeys. They serve as a reminder that some roads lead to destinations beyond our understanding, and some encounters leave an echo that resonates long after the journey has ended. So, the next time you find yourself driving down a deserted highway, the wind whistling through the open windows and a chill runs down your spine, remember the stories, remember the ghosts of the road, forever searching, forever seeking passage, and ask yourself, what will your story be? Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for more tales from Knockboom Creek.